Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Did he get a chance to tell you what we're doing?
No, he didn't say.
So what we're doing is we're working with the PNM Smart Grid program. They probably had sent some flyers out to your area a few weeks ago talking about the energy changes. I'm not sure if you know Damien Esquivel. He lives right behind you guys. He's one of our customers. We were able to get him qualified on this program. It looks something like this at the top. That's what they would have kind of sent out to your residents. Essentially what we're looking for is we're going to be selecting 30% of the homeowners in this neighborhood to qualify for this program. It's going to be based off of your kilowatt consumption. Right now, people are kind of experiencing that first rate increase that PNM was talking about last week on KOAT, and it's reflecting on people's bills. Do you guys do your bill online or in the mail?
Like we get it in the mail, but I pay
Just pay it online.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the same way. So I usually just give my fiance like the money. I'm like, I don't even know how much it is sometimes. He's like, so that's how much I need this month. I'm like, okay, here you go. So essentially what's happening is there is going to be a rate increase. The government is mandating PNM to go renewable by 2040. So renewable means solar. That means they have to be 100% renewable by 2040. Now that's a huge goal considering how big the grid is out here in Albuquerque and all of PNM's area. So what they started doing is first they got Facebook down in Los Lunas to kind of help out with their solar panels, and those kind of go in and out. And then what they're doing next is focusing on residential solar.
Hey, how are you?
Now, essentially how that works is when you go solar through this program, you're going to be producing energy for free. Your home will be a power plant, right? Producing its free energy, clean energy. And during the day, what you don't use gets spread back into the grid and your neighbors can use that energy. So instead of pulling it all the way from San Juan Power Plant, it kind of gets spread amongst here. At night, when your panels aren't producing, obviously because there's no sun, PNM is doing a 1-to-1 credit. So all the energy you sent out that day, they match you right back at a 1-to-1. And what you don't use, it doesn't just go away. It goes into a savings account with PNM. They open you an energy savings account, and those go rolled over every day. The reason that's important is because in the winter months, when you have shorter days, you're not going to have as much sunlight. So we take that into accountability, and we want to make sure that you're not going to have a PNM bill and a solar bill, right? So my job right now is to figure out which homes may be a candidate, and then do what's called an irradiance report. Go ahead and do your thing.
Oh, no, you're good.
Do an irradiance report. We submit your kilowatt graph to our engineering team. They would run the irradiance report and kind of figure out what size of system you need. Then they would send a specialist out here and to bring your report and kind of show you what solar would look like for your home. Now, by doing this, it gives you guys, homeowner, the ability to see your options. Now, would you agree PNM is a monopoly?
Yeah.
They are the last monopoly in Albuquerque, believe it or not, and current customers are at their mercy. Now, if they increase the rates, it's not like, Verizon or T-Mobile, like they increase the rates, we can't just go to somebody else and be like, hey, what can you do for me? We want to show you that you now have the option to shop. We want to kind of show you how solar would look like on your house and come out and give you all the information for you to make an educated decision. And if it makes sense, it'll just make sense right away. You'll be able to tell.
Right.
And if it doesn't, that's something that's going to be obvious also.
Right. What are you guys saying is average cost of installation pre tax credit right now?
So through our company, you guys don't pay anything out of pocket up front. So that means 1 month after you get installed, you're gonna have a PNM bill for that last month, and the next month you'll have a new solar panel bill. What we shoot for in our design team is to get your solar panel bill lower than your average PNM bill.
Got it.
And what that's gonna do is give you guys protection from inflation, and it's not gonna be up and down based on your consumption. It's gonna be flat, predictable.
What is the average duration then to pay it off if it's just factored into the monthly
So
bill?
a lot of people pay it off within 5 to 7 years. It's kind of up to you on where you guys want to be with your monthly payments. We do an ownership program only, and what we do is we replace an existing bill, and we don't put a lien on your roof or on your house. So we also take in accountability. Most people that have like a 30-year mortgage will probably not be there for the full 30 years, right? So what happens if you guys sell your house? I'm sure everybody has heard those horror stories of like solar panels on the roof and you can't sell the home. If you have a lease, you can. Now through us, we use what's called a PV value report. That's a photovoltaic value report, fancy word for solar. Now it gives you, the homeowner, the ability to get an appraisal done on the solar array and now it becomes a whole part of the home. It's an entity with the home. So it's similar to, like, say for example, in your backyard, you do a landscaping job and you add like a swimming pool. They're gonna roll that into a total cost, right? So now it increases the value of your house. It turns your house into a power plant. You don't have an energy bill through P&M. So whenever you sell your home, you're gonna get a return on all the monthly payments you already put in. The good thing also is you're gonna be starting out at 26% equity from the government. We are coming up on the list, like the last couple weeks for the deadline on that, because to qualify for the tax credits, you need to be installed before the end of the year. Our company is the only elite installer in New Mexico right now, and we've been the only elite installer for the past 2 years, and we're the #1 in the whole Southwest region. So we are getting those installs within 30 to 90 days, depending on like permitting and stuff like that. Basically, what I would need from you guys is to figure out what your kilowatt usage is. It would look similar to the graph at the bottom.
Sure.
Are you familiar with how much you guys usually use?
I'm not.
Okay. So I understand you guys are probably busy today doing your yard sale, and I don't want to be in your hair while you're doing it.
Yeah, we have thought about it.